We have a brand new Pokemon TCG Pocket Drop Event, and it's for this cute thing here, Pawmot. Here's all you need to know. Just like in previous drop events, we have 2 cards that have a different playstyle, different card entirely. The rest are reskins. And how beautiful is this Pawmot? In order to get these cards, you have to beat these challenges here from beginner all the way to expert. Just like in previous drop events, the chance of you getting a pack in the lower difficulty compared to the highest difficulty is decreased. I would highly recommend only winning the games you absolutely necessarily have to in the lower difficulties in order to advance to the higher ones. For example, on beginner here, you have to knock opponent out with a fighting type deck, put 3 basics into play, and win by turn 14. You could easily do that in one game, but if you've noticed you've gone over turn 14, you can always quit the game and start again. The tokens at the top only get used once you officially win a match. I highly recommend using a fighting type deck similar to this one. Sudowoodo can swing for heavy damage against Pikachu if that's out in the front, and just Rampardos is an absolute monster against this kind of deck. So heavily would recommend at the very least a fighting deck. Single point knockout I think is the best for this kind of event. Again, intermediate, if you notice that you're winning or you would have won the game before you've even put a stage 2 out, either delay winning the game if you can, maybe waste a turn or 2, or get what you can from the match and leave and start again. It's very easy to do. Like I said, you don't want to risk losing the packs. Advanced, obviously, just like in previous difficulties, you have to beat at the very least once. You do get extra hourglasses for wonder picks by completing more battles. If you don't want to risk that, you could just move straight on to expert. But personally, I like the hourglasses and I gambled. I think ultra, I could be mistaken. I think it's 75% chance to give you a pack. It's not obviously 100%. You could be wasting time here if you only want to get the rewards, but that is entirely up to you. As long as you beat it the first time round, you get hourglasses, you get a guaranteed pack the first time, and you move on to the expert. This is where it's important, and I think this is where you have to complete most of your battles. Every single victory here is a guaranteed pack. I must stress this. You have to do most of your battles for the event here. Any other difficulty is not guaranteed. Please make sure you do it. It's on this difficulty. It does introduce the Pikachu EX, but actually with cards like Sudowoodo, I actually find this easier. You know, you can Sabrina, Cyrus, you can do lots of damage to this Pikachu before it even has time to properly set up. Lastly, here are some deck ideas if you want to use the new promo cards. Floatzel already, with only just 1 day of being out, Floatzel has already gone 7-1 in a tournament that didn't involve EX cards. That really shows how valuable this card could actually be. Ekans is another poison option if you want to play Clodseye EX. Clodseye EX enjoys playing poisoned opposition, and Pokemon like Ekans now, as well as Grafaiai and Weezing and other options that you can use for dark types, it can now poison your opponent. I think this is really useful, a really useful card. I don't think Ekans has had great cards in the past. As an example, this is the most recent Ekans that has come out before the promo, and it's just not a good card. 2 energy for a basic that only swings for 30 isn't great. I don't think this Ekans is too bad, but I actually really prefer the poison aspect to it, as it does stack up over time, and I like the synergy that it can have. Also, a little Easter egg for you guys. It is the only promo card with the promo icon on the left-hand side of the card. Maybe because Ekans is snake spelled backwards, who knows. Is there any card that you're excited to use? Is the Pawmot a card that you enjoy? I do kind of like the counter-attack ability because you can add a cape to this, or you could just go Rocky Helmet and treat it like a Druddigon. I love the no retreat. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Will it change the meta in any way? We'll see. Thank you for watching.